In this video, I'll show you how to use Notion to organize your classes, lessons, and students all in one place. When you teach multiple classes, it's easy for lessons to end up in one folder, student information in another, and then schedule saved somewhere else entirely. That means more time clicking around, more time digging through files, and more time wasted trying to find the information you need. With the Notion Class Manager, you can open one page and instantly see all your classes linked to their lessons and students. Need to check a lesson? Click the class. Want to see which students are in it? They're right there. Let me walk you through how to get started using a simple connected Notion template that keeps your classes organized and everything you need just one click away. Okay, so here we have the Class Manager template. And how this Class Manager template works is we have three main sections. We have classes at the top, and then we have students and lessons that are connected to the classes. We access the class pages, and then we can see all of the filtered students and filtered lessons for that class. So let's take a look at each section in detail. We're going to start with the classes section, and we're going to click on the all classes page. Here we have a database for all of our weekly classes. So in this example, we just have an English, science, and math class. Of course, if you duplicate this template, you can delete all of these and enter in your own classes. For this example, let's create a new class to show how this works. So we can click on a new page here. Let's call this history. We'll give it a time of day, let's say 2 p.m., and then we can select which day of the week that we teach this class. So for this example, we can select Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Once we have done that for all of our classes, we can then come over to the weekly view, and we get this kind of nice schedule weekly board view to visually see all of our classes. Now, one thing to note about this type of board view where we set the time of day and then the day of the week is that this only works for classes that are at the same time each day. So if we see here that we have a science class on Tuesday and Thursday, if we were to change the Thursday time here to 1 p.m., it would also change the science on Tuesday here. And so if your classes appear at different times each day throughout the week, then we come over to the custom timetable here. So in this timetable database on the left here, we can create new times of the day. You can type in just a single time, or it could be maybe say a time range like this, 3 till 4:30. And then in these little relation squares here, we can select which classes are at that time of day. So for this, let's add our new history class, Tuesday, Wednesday at a different time, and then Friday at a different time. So if you have classes that appear at different times each day throughout the week, then you can use this custom timetable to create your weekly schedule. So let's now open up one of our classes. Let's open up our English class on Monday, and we'll select English class. So on the class pages, this is where the magic happens. Whenever you create a new class, a class template is automatically created. So let's take a look at this page here and see what we have. On the left here, we have our standard navigation. You'll see that this navigation is linked all throughout the website just to easily navigate throughout the template. But then also we have a linked view of lessons and a linked view of students. Now these linked views will only show lessons and students that are tagged to this English class. We can see here if we open up one of the lessons that this lesson is tagged to this class. So if I were to create a new lesson, we can see if we open it up that the class English is automatically tagged to this lesson. And that's because we have this custom filter here that only shows lessons that are tagged to this class. And so any entry that is created through this linked view will also tag this class as well. And that goes for the same with students as well. We have these two sample students, Emma and Liam. If we open up their pages there, we can see they are also just tagged to this English class. If we were to remove this, we can see that Emma has now disappeared from the student list. Let's tag her back here. If we select English, she now appears back here in the student list for this class. So this class page here with the linked lessons and the linked students, this basically creates the skeleton for creating classroom management in Notion. You could add class materials on this page here as well, whether it be through links or resources that you need for this class. You could also add in calendars or even a custom attendance system. And I'll show you how to do that for all classes. If we come back to our class page here, any one of the tabs work. We can go over to this big blue button here and click on the down arrow, and we see that we have a new class template here, and it's set to default. This means that whenever we create an entry or create a new class through this database, this template is automatically applied to the class. We can edit this template by going to Edit, and then we can add in any additional info that we might need for all of our classes. You can full screen it here and then edit the template as you wish. So just as an example, let me show you how far you can take a class system like this using the Ultimate Teacher Planner as an example. So this is the flagship education management system I built in Notion. And this is an example class page that I have in here. We have section for overview and file resources. We have all the students, student attendance, scores, even a participation point system, all of the lessons linked to this class, along with a lesson calendar, and then also additional reports for this class, like a custom attendance report to view student attendance really quickly. Okay, let's now take a look at the student list section. This is essentially just a single database for all of the students. The students only have one property, which is a class relation property. When you create a new student, let's call this Milo, then you can select a class. And so we can see all of our classes that we have created in the class database: English, history, science, and math. Let's tag Milo to our new history class. There we go. And then if we were to ever view our history class, we can see that our new student shows up here. Also, if you have many students, like 10 plus students per class, then you can check this tab here where it groups all of the students by class. This can be really helpful if you have many students and just need to view each student by class. Now from here, you can add any properties to your students that you would like just by clicking on the Add Property button here. You could add anything from student information or any additional kind of filtering by creating some kind of tag. But for this template, I have only added the class relation property, so you can start filtering students by class. Okay, the last database is for our class lessons. And so here we have a lessons database, and we have two properties. We have date taught and then our class property. And so just like the students database, you can select the class relations property and then tag a lesson to a specific class. So if we tag a class here, let's say history, we can click into history class. We can see that this reading lesson appears in the history class. If we open this up and remove it from history, there we go, it will be removed from our history class. Just like the students database, we also have a tab to group the lessons by class. Just when you start having many lessons, especially if you have multiple classes as well, this can be really easy to view all of your lessons just by class. Okay, to get started using this template, we need to clear out all of the example data. So to do that, we need to go through each database and delete all of the entries. So let's come over to the class database here. We're in the All tab. We can select all of them and click Delete. We can come over, check the timetable. Good, that's empty. Let's go to our student list. We can select all of our students, delete, that's good. Both tabs are empty. And then finally, we can go to our lessons and we can also delete all of our lessons here. And so our three databases for classes, students, and lessons are now empty. The first thing you would want to do is to first add your classes. Since classes are at the top and you are tagging your students and lessons to those classes, this is the first thing you need to do. And so you would go in adding all of your classes, class 1, class 2. Of course, you would name them to whatever class they are, and then give it a time of day and then a day of the week. Now, you would only do this if your classes appear at the same time each day throughout the week, and then you can use the nice board view to visually see all of your classes throughout the week. If your classes appear at different times of the day throughout the week, then you would just set up this timetable. You can delete these time of days and then add in your own times, and then start tagging your classes to each of these time slots, just so you can visually see your whole schedule for the week. Then you can go through the student list and start adding in all of your students and tagging them to each of the classes. Once you have finished that and you're ready to start lesson planning, then you can add in your lessons as well and tag the class. However, if you're getting serious about lesson planning for your classes, I would do all of the lesson planning within the class page themselves, and I'll show you why. Let's go to one of our classes. We'll come to class 1 here, and we have our lessons database here. If you create lessons through this database on this class page, the lesson will automatically be tagged to this class. Also, you don't see all of the lessons that are tagged to all the other classes. So say you have 5, 10 classes, all with 10, 50, 100 lessons even, then the lesson page can get a little overwhelming, even if you are using the class grouping here. So if you view all of your lessons through the class page, then you only see those lessons for that class. It can be a little easier visually on your eyes to organize lessons this way. You don't have any distractions. You're only focused on these lessons for this class. Then at the start of each day, whenever you teach a new class, then you would open up that class page, and then you have all of the information you need for that class. For myself, at the start of each class, I pull up the class page, and then I go through the student attendance. If I need any materials, then I'll open up one of my lesson pages on my computer, and I can access any lesson resources that I have for that class. If you would like a free version of the template I showed in this video, then check out the link in the description down below. But if you are looking for a complete all-in-one education management system inside Notion, then check out the Ultimate Teacher Planner, also in the description.